The Leilui explains to us the reason why Sefer Parshas has another name called Sefer Yasha, the Book of the Upright, is because in Sefer Parshas it speaks about the Avos, our forefathers, Imos, our mothers, who epitomize and set the example for us how to behave, how to have midas, how to treat other people. They taught us derech eretz. This is why it's the Book of the Upright, to teach us how to become upright people. This also explains to us why in the beginning of the world we weren't given the Torah straight away. We first had to become people which were taught by the Avos and Imos, become proper, built up people with derech eretz, and then we were befitting to get the Torah. This is where the saying comes from. Derech eretz kobla b'Torah. Derech eretz comes first. We first have to be people ready, learning from our Avos and Imos how to become the right person, ready for the Torah. With all this said, in this week's Parshas Lecha, what character traits, what midas, what derech eretz can we learn out from Avraham and apply it to ourselves? So what we can learn from Avraham, in the beginning of this week's Sedra, when Avraham was leaving his house, the Pasuk says that Avraham brought with him Asher Asim Charan, what he made in Charan. And Rashi explains to us, these were the souls which he made in Charan, the people which he brought close to Hashem. Avraham was Megaya the men, and his wife Sarah was Megaya the ladies. And how did he do this? He used to do Achnas Archim. He used to invite guests to his house, look after them, give them what to eat. And at the end, the host would come up to Avraham and say, "Thank you so much." And he would say, "Don't thank me, thank Hashem for all the food that he gave us." And like this, he was Mekarav and brought people closer to Hashem. So we can learn from Avraham the correct way. The way to bring people close is in a loving, kind way. Give them food, look after them, be there for them. And like this, you bring people closer to Hashem. On the other hand, Noach spent 120 years telling the people, if you don't do tshuva, you're all going to die in the Mabul. And how many people did tshuva? How many people turned back? Not one. If only he would have used Avraham Avinu's method to bring people close in a loving, kind way, look after them, give them food, imagine how many people would have been spared from the Mabul. So we clearly see the way to bring people close to Hashem is Avraham Avinu's way. I'm standing now by the cave of the Tzaddik, Reb Shai ben Ramosha. He was a prime example through his chesed, his achnos archim, looking after people, helping people to bring them close to Hashem. And that's probably the reason why so many people still today come to his keva. So we can learn from this week's Sedra, Avraham Avinu and Reb Shai is the true way to bring people close to Hashem is to be done in a loving, kind way. You should all have a wonderful Shabbos.